This is Jared Horak for today's RacingDigest.com, and my Today's Racing Digest video series continues Saturday, April 6th, 2019. We have 3 Kentucky Derby points races on the line for Saturday, and we're going to give out win contenders for all 3 of those races. We got Focus Group home in our video last week on the turf. Let's see if we can get another winner this week. Let's start with the 8th race from Santa Anita, the Grade 1 Santa Anita Derby, a mile and an eighth on the main track. We have a 6-horse field, and there are 4 logical contenders in this race, beginning with number 3, Nolo Contesto. He's 6-1 morning line. He's going to be the highest price of the 4. He's improving for John Sadler, but he's going to have to run the race of his life to win this one under jockey Joe Talano. Now, he did beat Omaha Beach when he broke his maiden on January 4th at Santa Anita, and that one has won 2 starts since then, including the 2nd division of the Rebel Stakes. So he did beat a good horse there. Last time he lost to today's contender, Roadster. He's going to have to run better, but he could, second off the layoff. Number 5, Instagram is the one to catch. He's 3-1 morning line. Just don't know how far he wants to go. He was outstanding in 2 starts as a 2-year-old last year in sprint races. He came back in the Gotham Stakes. The pace was fast. He ended up finishing 3rd. I think he's going to get out there and he's going to be the one to catch. It's just a question of does he want to go a mile and an eighth. Game winner, number 6, 4-5 morning line. Your 2-year-old champion. He's the one to beat in here for sure. He's the class of the field. Does not have to win this race, though. He already has enough points to run in the Kentucky Derby. Bob Baffert wants him to peak on the first Saturday in May. And if he sits back and he runs a good race and hits the board, I think Baffert will be more than happy enough. But his class could win this one under Joao Rosario. He should be rallying from a bit off the pace. I'm going to go with the other Bob Baffert horse as my top choice, number 1, Roadster. He's 5-2 morning line. And I think that he's going to save all the ground right behind Instagram. If and when that one gets tired, he's going to get the first run, and he could end up winning this race if he gets the mile in an eighth distance. Now, that was a nice win last time when he returned from a layoff, stretched out the 2 turns against Optional Claiming Company on March 1st, stalked the pace, won nicely in that 1-mile race. He's got to go another eighth of a mile today. If he can do it, he can win this race. Let's jump over to Aqueduct, the 10th race, the Grade 2 Wood Memorial. A mile and an eighth on the main track. Some of your top contenders, number 1, Tax, is 9-2. He's the local horse. He's run well in all of his races. He's got some tactical speed. But that Withers race last time, he got a good number, but 4 horses have now come out of the Withers Stakes. They've run in Kentucky Derby points races, and none of them have been able to hit the board. So I'm just not sure about how good Tax really is. Number 3, Hoffa's Union. He's 6-1 morning line. Don't know what to make of this one. He's only run 1 time, and he won by 15 lengths at Laurel Park. He was purchased privately. Mark Cassie has him now. He's a son of Union Rags. He's probably going to be forwardly placed. Don't know how he's going to do in this race. Number 4, Haikal. He's 7-2 morning line. He got plenty of pace help in the Gotham Stakes. He was my top choice that day. But so far, all of his races have been around 1 turn, and he looks like a late-running sprinter. We'll see if he can go further in this race. Number 2, Tacitus, your morning line favorite. He's 5-2. He deserves to be the favorite. He earned his best career number in his first start against Winners, first start after a layoff, his first stakes try. That was in the Tampa Bay Derby, coming off of a layoff. An excellent effort that day, getting a 153 final rating. He's bred to get better as distances increase. Would not be surprised if he won this race. He broke his maiden at Aqueduct. A lot of positives here, except he's not going to offer a lot of value. I'm going to go with number 10, Outshine, for trainer Todd Pletcher. He's 6-1 morning line. Todd Pletcher has been doing well in recent Kentucky Derby points races. He's got a couple horses with enough points now to qualify for the Derby, and now let's see if Outshine can get in as well. I think he's in for a decent stalking trip from an outer post. He seems to be moving forward. He exits a good 2nd place finish in the Tampa Bay Derby. He got an improved 96 fire number. The fire number for today's Racing Digest is speed throughout a race, and he got a 149 final rating. He's going to have to improve because Tacitus could improve as well, but he probably will get the jump on that one, and he's going to offer value. Finally, Keeneland Race 10, the Grade 2 Bluegrass, a mile and an eighth also on the main track. Number 6, Dreammaker, he's 12-1 morning line. You just don't know what you're going to get with him. Sometimes he runs a huge race. Sometimes he's way up the track. So far, it's been pretty simple. When he's not run against Stakes Company, he's been brilliant. When he stepped into the stakes ranks, he's struggled. We'll have to see in this final Derby prep if he can jump up and qualify for the Derby. Number 3, Signalman. Last year he did well. He earned 18 Kentucky Derby points in 3 races, including the Kentucky Jockey Club Stakes. He won that one at Churchill on a wet track. His race off the layoff in the Fountain of Youth wasn't good, but he could improve second time off a layoff and maybe hit the board. Some Like It Hot Brown, number 1, a son of Big Brown. This one won the Jeff Ruby Stakes last time on all-weather footing. He's switching to the main track. Number 2, Vekoma is your morning line favorite at 9-5. He won both of his starts around 1 turn last year, and then he stretched out in the Fountain of Youth Stakes, and he finished an okay third. I could easily see him improving, but he's not going to offer a lot of value, and I'm not sure that he wants to go a mile and an eighth. I'm going to go with number 8, Win Win Win. He's 7-2 morning line. He's been on my Derby list for quite some time, and I'm going to stick with him. I liked him in the Tampa Bay Derby. I didn't think he ran a bad race. He was wide, he broke slow, he rallied, he finished third, his first start around 2 turns, and he got a competitive 146 final rating there. All 4 of his sprint tries were very good, and if he runs back to that Pasco number a couple starts back at 7 furlongs, a 168 final rating in that race, he's going to win this race, there's no doubt. So if he can handle this extra distance in his second start around 2 turns and get a better trip this time, he could easily win the Bluegrass Stakes. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, make some comments in the comment section. Who do you like in these 2019 Kentucky Derby preps, the Santa Anita Derby, the Wood Memorial, the Bluegrass Stakes? If you want my full cards from Santa Anita, you can find them daily at todaysracingdigest.com. If you're interested in these complete digests from Santa Anita, Aqueduct, or Keeneland, you can also find those at todaysracingdigest.com. That will wrap up this week's video. I'll be back next week with another stakes race from around the country.